I was sitting in a conference probably about 1961, and it was a conference on computer graphics, primitive as it was then. And I think I got bored at the kind of way they were dealing with it because, you know, it was going to get interactive and they should realize that more. And so I carried in my pocket all the time a little notebook, and so I just got to thinking about what they were trying to do. So I realized that, you know, pointing at the screen was always going to be important. And so I got an idea, and I got on my little notebook and wrote it down. It just suddenly occurred to me, why don't I put wheels in two directions and get them on a device like this and move it around, and each wheel gets registered in the computer as how far you move up and down or how far you move sideways. That would be great. So that just went in that notebook. As we were getting the thing set up, and the very bright engineer working with me was getting the different equipment, and we had our display, computerized display that we had assembled because we were intent on having interactive computing processes. And someplace between the time it was getting designed and was winning the tests, somebody noticed it sitting there, I think, with a little ear and a tail coming out the side, and called it a mouse. But I wasn't the kind of person that made up the names for what we're going to call it. Just gadget. And nobody can remember among all the people who were involved in that who first started calling it a mouse. But that name just stuck. And we all assumed later it was going to win when the world got interested in working computer interactions, that would be a good contender. But of course it would have a sort of an official dignified name when it got out into the world. And, but it was almost 20 years later before, that was 1963, and it was quite a few years before the world wanted to start using it.